What you doing? I'm DC. This is my 20 top 20 list for 2020, and this is my top 20 Junji Ito stories. Starting with number 20, Greased. Oh, I hate this one. I hate it so much. It is so disgusting. Just, oh. But isn't that what horror is all about? Being nasty and gross, and that's why I had to add it to the list. Number 19, The Window Next Door. Just imagine someone spying on you from a window nearby, and then it gets creepy as the window just seems to grow out towards your own. Creepy. Number 18, Dissection Girl. Oh, girl obsessed with dissecting all these other things until her desire can't be settled with just that. The ultimate, she has to be dissected herself. Number 17, Smash. What seems like could be just a delicious treat ends up being a curse, as those who eat it eventually just get smashed by some unknown force. Number 16, The Hell of a Doll Funeral. Imagine the loss of a child, but not just that, they turn into a doll. You think, what could be the best way to take care of her? Leave her be, try to love her for what she can. But then it turns into a disgusting monster. Gotta put it down. Number 15, Master Umez and Me. This is actually getting more into a more friendly, a more comical kind of story. Not as much of a horror, but I really needed to add this because it introduced me to another horror mangaka. I even started reading The Drifting Classroom because of it. Number 14, Keepsake. What happens when a corpse gives birth? Well, that's not even the most disturbing part, as how did the corpse get pregnant in the first place? It wasn't pregnant when it was alive, but when somebody decides they're more attracted to the dead than the living, that's how babies are made. Number 13, Billions Alone. People are getting stoned together. It's creepy, it's weird, nobody really knows why, but you can't be alone with someone, and otherwise you're going to be alone with them forever. Number 12, Hanging Blimp. This is a creepy one. There's a blimp of your head just hunting you down, waiting to take you. You try to stick inside as much as you can, but they get you. They always get you. Number 11, Honored Ancestors. Oh, this one was just weird. Real weird. Putting the scalps of your most recently deceased relative onto your head and then having it just sit there. Yeah, I guess you get the knowledge from them, but that's just creepy. That's weird. Number 10, futon. Being so scared of leaving your futon because you think you're seeing stuff, just to realize what you're seeing may be caused by what's been growing inside the futon. Ooh, as someone who spends a lot of time in bed nowadays, am I seeing stuff too? Number 9, Marionette Matching. Getting so into puppets, which are already creepy by themselves, that you want to become a puppet, be treated like a puppet, get all these strings attached to you until you inevitably become a puppet yourself. Weird way to live. Number 8, Fashion Model. This is a interesting one. A weird, just monstrous person, woman, maybe a monster, that is somehow striking enough to be a fashion model. Really, what this makes me think of is like, could this possibly be where tomie eventually ends up? I mean, it looks completely different, but I mean, if you think about it, it could be. I haven't seen anything though that could actually prove that they're the same thing, but maybe they are. Who knows? Number 7, suici stories. Just a bunch of them. Honestly, surprised there hasn't been an English collection translated solely just for suici. But he's a little weirdo, really. And he's not even really that bad. He does a lot of weird and creepy things. But he's almost, you almost kind of feel for him a little bit. But then you realize he's a kind of freak. So, Number 6, the enigma of amiga fault. I always wonder, what if there was a hole perfectly shaped for me? Would I go into it? I try to think through this a lot. It's like, it draws you in. Literally. Like, you would have to just at least try, right? Have maybe some kind of plan to get out, but once you're in, you're in. Number 5, Junji Ito's Cat Diary, Umez and Me. Another one, kind of comical. Still putting Junji Ito's kind of horror-esque style into it, but this one has cats. And yeah, cats kind of seem evil, but they're cute animals to begin with, so hey, it's still enjoyable. Number 4, Tomie. Already brought her up once. Creepy, deceiving. Maybe not her fault, maybe it is. This is a weird one because is she really at fault here because people become obsessed with her? Maybe she becomes a monster because of other people. Haunting. Number 3, long dream. I'm obsessed with dreams. I keep my own dream pad. I just am fascinated with them. But man, imagine living in a dream for years until it seems like you're in a dream longer than you're in real life, until eventually you crumble into nothing. As someone that just loves dreams, this one's just, it's bewildering, really. Number 2, Yo. This one, I feel like maybe kind of cheating because it is more of a fleshed out story all on its own, but just eventually others, just being kind of a parasite-like thing until they're taken over and just, I guess, hunting other living things down. It's more like a monster kind of horror deal than the other kind of almost psychological, other supernatural creepy things. But it's the story itself is just cool, and it really gets in. Number 1, the ultimate uzumaki. Oh, another one I feel like is cheating because it is a really fleshed out story. One of his longest stories, I think probably his longest. It's also the first Junji Ito story I ever read, but man, it got me into his artwork, it got me into his level of horror and the psychological mess it just makes with my mind. I was creeped out by spirals for so long afterwards, and it just became my favorite right off the bat. But that is my top 20 of Junji Ito's stories. I love Junji Ito. My favorite mangaka ever. Of course, I love horror, so I'm going to love all of these. And yeah, I mainly took it from his manga stories. I try to stick to his original ones, even though his own reworkings of other tales is also great, such as No Longer Human, Frankenstein, Human Chair. Those are awesome. But I want to stick with his original ones because just his mind is something. It's awesome. It is so great. But let me know what you thought. What are your favorite Junji Ito stories? What really creeps you out the most? What did you think of my list? You agree? You disagree? Am I missing something? Let me know. I have all the English translated ones so far. Can't wait until more are released. But, just let's talk about Junji Ito. If you like hearing me talk about my list, go ahead and like the video. If you want to see me talk more about my other top 20 lists, go and subscribe to my channel. You can see why I do all that. But until next time, I'm DAC. Thank you for watching, and